Yo, stay wavy TV, ride the vibe with me, splash through your screen, drip clean like the sea, high tide energy, never on mute. From the sun, let the motion move you. Stay tuned.
Good, y'all. Let's talk about today's episode of Monday Night Raw, which basically started off with the War Games Part 2 because Rio kicked off Monday Night Raw by walking out to the ring with their newly won tag team championship belts. And they basically got confronted by the Kabuki Warriors, Liv Morgan and Roxanne, and Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. And Rio got attacked by the Kabuki Warriors. So after this, the Kabuki Warriors go back to the ring. And, you know, everybody just starts brawling. You know what I'm saying? Survivor Series Part 2, they brawled. You know what I'm saying? So after everybody brawls and we get a War Games Part 2, backstage, we get a lousy promo from AJ Styles, who promised to make Gunther tap out in their match tonight. Now, AJ Styles, why should we be impressed by you tapping out Gunther when Jey Uso already did that last year? By the way, Sami Zayn beat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn. Okay, so beating Gunther means absolutely nothing. So AJ goes on to cosplay Cody Rhodes talking about, when I started off this business, it was all about respect. You know, me and John Cena, you know, we don't see eye to eye on everything, but one thing that we both agree on is respect. Enough of this crap, bruh. This is wrestling, bruh. We want good promos and good stories. So AJ Styles said that he slapped the taste out of Gunther's mouth last week on Monday Night Raw because John Cena couldn't. What are you talking about, AJ Styles? John Cena had multiple chances to slap Gunther. You know why he didn't slap Gunther? Because he's more focused on making movies trying to be The Rock. Okay, I just found out that John Cena is in one of the Fast and Furious movies. I've been watching all the Fast and Furious movies, you know, catching up. And I seen John Cena playing Vin Diesel's brother. I was like, what the hell? He did a pretty good job in the movie, though. He didn't do bad. Shout out to John Cena. So the first match of the night is my boy Javon Evans versus Rey Fenix. Your boy is bouncy. Yo, Javon Evans did a sick Spanish fly move, which is basically when you hold your opponent, backflip into the air and slam him onto the mat. After this, he does the OG cutter, which I think is a million times better than the Cody cutter, and wins his first match on Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to my boy Javon Evans. I'm happy to see you on the main roster. I do wish that you would have at least won one title on NXT before you moved up. But nonetheless, I'm happy that you're on the main roster at 21 years old, bro. That's incredible. Shout out to Javon Evans. I'm telling y'all, Javon Evans, if he's booked properly, is going to have a Jeff Hardy type career minus the drugs. No disrespect to Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Hardy, if he did not, you know, do the drugs and drinking and all that, he would have been a bigger superstar than he is today, okay? So next we got a promo from CM Punk, who gets confronted by Finn Balor. You guys see what I'm talking about? We have a situation where the world heavyweight champion, CM Punk, who's like almost 50 years old, by the way, gets confronted by Finn Balor, who's a jobber. Okay, there was a point in time where we actually took Finn Balor's character serious, but ever since he joined the Judgment Day, he's a joke. So he says CM Punk named him as an opponent that he wanted to defend his title against. And CM Punk, he absolutely delivered on this promo. That's one thing about CM Punk. He may be older, he may be a little rusty in the ring at his age, but one thing CM Punk always does is deliver on his promos. So he questions Finn Balor's ambition. He brings up Finn Balor backstage playing video games, being a jobber, and helping JD McDonald's and shining Liv Morgan's shoes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Finn Balor basically promises Punk that the Judgment Day is not going to interfere with their match because CM Punk said he already just fought the whole Vision. He doesn't want to do that again. So Finn Balor basically tells the crowd that Punk is always having matches in his home territory, and because next week's episode of Monday Night Raw is in Ireland, where Finn Balor is from, he's basically saying that's why he's gonna win this match next week. Bruh, the crowd booed so loudly when Finn Balor said that because everybody knows that he's gonna lose this match because Finn Balor is a jobber, and it don't matter where the match takes place. It could be in America, Ireland, it could be in Jamaica. Imagine if Monday Night Raw was in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Bomba Clot. It don't matter where it is. He's losing. Okay? So next, we got a #1 tag team contender match between the Kabuki Warriors, Liv Morgan and Roxanne, and Bayley and Lyra. Bruh, what Triple H is doing with Bayley and Lyra Valkyria is sad, bro. Like, Bayley has won one match like in the last 3 years. Lyra Valkyria went from being a champion, losing it to Becky Lynch, to basically being a gatekeeper for tag team title matches. Like, bro, once I saw Bayley and Lyra, I'm like, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. You know the Kabuki Warriors are gonna lose because they literally just lost their titles last week to Rhea Ripley. How much more predictable can you be with this booking? So, long story short, we had a War Games match. War Games! And Liv hits the Oblivion while Kyrie just got done throwing Roxanne Perez out the ring. And, you know, the Kabuki Warriors are now tag team jobbers. Nobody cares. Liv and Roxanne, they're the #1 contenders for the tag team belts from Rio. Let's move on. Now, this next promo, guys, was absolutely hilarious, bro. Like, I love Raquel Rodriguez. I think that she has the potential to be the biggest female heel in the company. I would love to see her become champion. So she cuts a promo, right? And she says that she's not going to stop attacking Stephanie Valkyrie until she gets her in the ring for a title shot. Stephanie Valkyrie comes out hobbling in a foot cast, right? And Raquel starts hobbling, making fun of how Stephanie Valkyrie is walking. And she basically gets escorted out by security. So Stephanie Valkyrie basically looks at the camera and says that if Raquel wants the belt, come get it. Raquel Rodriguez comes down and clotheslines the shit out of Stephanie Valkyrie. She starts stumping on her foot cast. Then she takes Stephanie's title and starts slapping she started slapping the title on Stephanie Valkyrie's foot cast, bro. This shit had me laughing tears, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Like, this promo was absolutely hilarious. Listen, I love Stephanie Valkyrie, but since she's moved up to Monday Night Raw, I think her matches are boring, her promos are boring, and I actually want to see Raquel Rodriguez win this championship title, bro. So let's move on. So next, we have a situation where Bron Breakker just split Dragon Lee in half, bro. And the way that it looked, because the camera did not show Bron Breakker running down the ramp. They just had the camera on Dragon Lee, you know, standing outside of the ring. So out of nowhere, Bron Breakker runs down the ramp like an NFL running back and just splits Dragon Lee in half, bro. Then he goes into the ring and splits Penta in half. And listen, bro, Bron Breakker is an incredible athlete, bro. The fact that he lost a title shot to a 50-something-year-old CM Punk is insane, bro. Like, I actually want to see Bron Breakker win that World Heavyweight Championship because he brings a lot of value to it, bro. He's only 27, 28. He's a freak of nature athlete. The only thing that he really lacks is just talking on the mic. And that's something that's going to get better as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? So after this, Bron Breakker attacks Adam Pearce and basically gets suspended. Let's move on. So the main event between Gunther and AJ Styles, just to wrap it up for you guys, Gunther tapped out, but the referee did not see Gunther tap out. And the ref, like, bro, this whole match was just stupid, right? So AJ Styles has Gunther in a submission move. Gunther's tapping out, but he's tapping out on his side where the referee is not seeing him tap out. After this, the referee just randomly starts looking outside of the ring. Gunther low blows AJ Styles while the ref was not looking, power bombs AJ Styles, and wins the match. Guys, I swear to God, you guys can go back and watch it. Go on WWE's YouTube and their Twitter. When Gunther won this match, the crowd was absolutely dead. There was no cheers. There was no boos. Just silence. Where is all this nuclear heat that everybody was talking about when Gunther made John Cena tap? Some of these guys come on my channel when they go in the comments and say, oh, Gunther's the best heel in the company. If he's the best heel in the company, why is nobody booing? Dominic Mysterio, listen, when Dominic Mysterio cheats and wins his matches, the crowd is either cheering or booing. When Gunther cheats to win his matches, the crowd is silent. They don't care. Because Gunther is a jobber, bro. This guy has no fans. People just don't like him, bro. Most people, like, if you're not a hardcore wrestling fan, bro, you might not even know who Gunther is. You got a lot of new people that now know who he is because he made John Cena tap. But, bro, you can't say this man has nuclear heat when on the second Monday Night Raw of the year, after he made the GOAT John Cena tap for the second week in a row, this guy came out to a crowd that literally gave him no reaction, bro. You have some people booing when he comes out, but I swear to God, bro, when he won this match, the crowd was absolutely silent. So this Raw gets a 1 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving it a 1 is because I really enjoyed the promo between Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Valkyrie. Other than that, everything else was garbage. It was recycled. We got a War Games Part 2. Friday Night SmackDown was way better than this episode of Monday Night Raw. And it's starting to look like SmackDown is the A show. So let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment.
Yeah.
Hello?
Welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix, got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this the channel you embrace. Stay